Y'all looking for me? Uh, y'all looking for me? Yeah, buddy. Here I is. Yeah. Here I is. Here is. Let's go. I'm about to sing on tonight. Yes, I am. And I'm about to sing one of my old favorites. I ain't sang this one in a while. So we about to get it in, and then we're going to dive right on into the show. So without further ado, let the Relationship Rehab Karaoke Lounge begin. Yes, indeed. Studio, yeah, in the studio. In the studio. Oh, Brian Payne. Oh, I love this song. Convict. Whoa. Girl, just close your eyes and picture me playing the Spanish guitar. Baby, where we're going, there ain't no such thing as a bando. If I could, I would stroke your body like I do my keyboard. Are you ready? Ready to do something we never did before? Let's make love in the studio. Studio. Let's make love in the studio. I see you from the booth, and you remind me of a brand new saxophone. Girl, I'm trying my best, but the music won't let me leave you alone. And your body's like a flute, I can't stop blowing on you. Are you ready? Ready to do something you never did before? Let's make love in the studio. Let's make love in the studio. Let's make love in the. Do you mind if I pluck up on your strings for 1 minute? Do you mind if I do some nasty things for 1 minute? Girl, if I could, I would stroke your body like I do my keyboard. Are you ready? Ready to do some things you never did before? Let's make love in the studio. Let's make love in the studio. All right, y'all. I had to get it in. Yeah, buddy. What's good, everybody? What's good? Hey, I'm excited to be here on tonight. What the fuck? Here we go. Now, you see, let me tell you something. Why me? What did I do to just have KB, whoever the fuck this is, just come in and type coon? Nothing else. He just or she just wanted a moment just like this for me to stop what the fuck I was doing to say, address the coon. Jesus Christ. Seriously? God damn. All right, boy, I tell you. It's a motherfucker everywhere you go, man. Everywhere you go, there's always one that's just insistent upon fucking up the program. All right, so let's get it cracking. Let's dive right in. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Click the like button, click the share button, and if this is your first time, click the subscribe button. hey, why not? It's Tuesday night. You ain't got nowhere to go, and it ain't shit else to do. We on lockdown. So why not hang out with me and let's talk about some things. So on tonight, we are talking about Claudia Jordan, one more again. One more again, one more again, one more again. And you know what? I'm telling you like this. I like it. I like it. You know why? Because it's number one. My thing is this. Like I said in the last show I did about her and her crew, the fact that they're having a conversation, I applaud it. I do applaud it. I ain't hating on them. Do your thing. My main mission or my main goal in this is to give the other side of the coin a voice, to give the side of logic and truth to where it's not just like kind of like a hen party, because this is exactly what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a hen party. Do you remember the movie, what's the movie with Cuba Gooding Jr., Tom Cruise? You Complete Me. Do y'all remember that movie? What is that damn name? What is the damn name of that movie? Somebody know. Oh, matter of fact, I didn't even get my chat. There we go. There was my chat there. What was the name of that movie? Somebody know it. Where it's my man Rod Tidwell, wide receiver, and he got with Renee Zellweger, Jerry Maguire. Thank you, Daquan. Daquan, you be on it, boy. I tell you be on it. But yeah, Jerry Maguire. Do you remember in the movie the group of women that would get together every week and they would sit around and just talk about men and talk about relationships? No men in sight, but that's what they would do. That's what they would do. They'd drink wine, eat wings, talk, and just that's what they would do. The thing is this, and women have done that for fucking eons, but the thing that we need to start doing is, women, when y'all get together to talk about men, get some men there. Get some men there. When y'all sitting around, if y'all just want to have a what y'all would call a bashing party, or if y'all just want to talk shit, do what you've been doing. But if you're actually trying to build and get some type of to learn about each other, about both sexes, yeah, it's great to have a conversation amongst each other. But when you're actually doing something and putting something out into the world, then you should try to be as well balanced as possible. Include the other side that y'all talk so much shit about, so that you can get some type of understanding, as opposed to just having a place where you can dump all your problems and place all of your issues on and say, this is why it's like this, why they do that, why they say this, why they act like that. I can't stand it. It's sad. They need to get it together. They need to fix this. They need to do some work on themselves. They need to get this. That's all that happens. That's all that happens. And you get nowhere when you do that. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. But before that, we must come to my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Good drink dance. Yeah. The good drink dance. All right, y'all. We're going to have ourselves a good time tonight. So let's go ahead, without further ado, Claudia Jordan and the Get Fresh crew. Let's do it. Oh, wait, let me make sure my, that this is, yeah, that's set up right. And that's rolling. Oh, this is what's paused. I don't know why, but I'll just refresh it and hopefully that'll fix it. Yes, it did. All right. So here we go.
Yeah, who's here is single? Single.
Statistically, we all black women, we all single. Girl, bring your hands.
Now, oddly enough, I don't know who any of these women are, So if they are some type of B or C list celebrities, let's say it's all new to me. But one of the things that I instantly noticed about this was just the way that Claudia Jordan, the way that she carries herself as far as the way she's dressed. She's stylish, but she's not over the top. And it was like the first thing I saw as soon as this kicked off was, okay, you got your neo soul chick, you got your classic fat girl, and then you got your loud pink lipstick wearing. I know it all.
Statistically, we all black women, we all single girls.
There it is, right there. The ringleader of them all, right there. That's exactly what it is. I said, okay. And then you got your light skin. I know I'm better than y'all, and I don't have all of y'all problems, but I would never say that. I gotta be cool with y'all and make y'all feel good. Light skinned girl, which is played by none other than Claudia Jordan. There you go.
I had to leave and go to a whole new state to find a boyfriend.
At least she found one. Some of us just.
But it's tough here in LA, though.
I lived in Atlanta forever too before LA.
Well, Atlanta, there's.
I ain't gonna even get on the wig. I'm just not gonna even do the lace front. I'm gonna try my best to just stay focused on the content and not look at the costume, because that's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. But let's
it's not existent, I mean, you know.
How many straight men are in Atlanta? Like 3?
It's like.
Am I lying?
You're not. No, you're not.
And all the girls are fighting for the same 3 dudes.
Yes.
Now, tell me this. Wouldn't if somebody said that very same thing about black women, wouldn't they lose their mind? The minute you say something about black women and don't preface it with not all, they go insane. But then what does she say? How many straight men are there in Atlanta? Like 3. Out of all of the men in Atlanta, she's saying it like 3. And I know she's being funny, and she's speaking in generalization. She's generalizing. She's generalizing. And I'm cool with that. But it's like women can't stand when men do that. Especially when they calling their ass out like I'm about to do. They can't stand it. But, you say this girl's a YouTube comedian? Okay, I'm quite sure she's not going to be funny. But we're going to keep it moving.
They're all Nigerian businessmen.
Yes.
That are married. Listen, I lived there. I know the tea there.
I dated a married Nigerian.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How did that go for you?
It went very well. It was lucrative.
Yes. That's how they...
Now, Nigerian brothers. My brothers across the pond, if you will. Do you hear what she said about dating a Nigerian man? Not he was nice, not he treated me well, not he had great conversation, not he was loyal, not he was honest, he was trustworthy. What was the first thing that came to mind? It was lucrative. Now, I am well aware of the country that I live in, which is America. You can say whatever the hell you want. And you honestly can. You can say whatever the hell you want because it's America. My thing is this. When the first thing that comes to mind when you're dating somebody of a different race, I mean, not different race, but of a different culture, a different background, if being lucrative is the first thing that comes to mind, it makes you shallow and it makes you a whore. Because that was your benefit. That's all she took from it. Or the first thing that she took from it was that it was lucrative.
They're like, oh, time forward, Celine.
Yeah, he said, every time I see you, I will give you a gift. And our first date, he gave me some $2,000 pair of shoes. Wasn't no shit I would wear because African men don't have good taste in shoes and clothing.
And then she came right back and dogged his ass. So my Nigerian brother, wherever the hell you're at, what you did was called simping. Yes, I understand that you are trying to be nice, but you cannot be nice to a black woman like this. You just cannot, because she looks at it like a weakness. You are weak to her. It is like you are the gazelle and she is the lion. That's what this is.
I was looking at that shit like, sir.
Shitting on him. Nigga gave you some $2,000 shoes the first day he took your ass on a date. Think about that. $2,000 shoes on the first date. And you dogging his ass. Like, I never wear that shit. Like, sir. Now, I would even go as far as to say, well, I could understand because she's so fine. She used to having niggas lavish her with gifts. But y'all can clearly see this look like somebody auntie that's just got to the house for the card party and she about to go light up a cigarette and sit at the card table. Tell me she don't look like that. There is nothing exceptionally beautiful about this woman to where she stands out to where you like, yeah, I can see her getting caked up. I can see niggas always giving her shit and her attitude is fucked up because she been giving shit all her life. No fucking way. Ain't, and I'm gonna say this, in all fairness, I don't say she ugly, but she damn sure ain't fine. She in the middle of the road at best, on her best day. Cause I ain't gonna even charge this against her with the pink lipstick that matches the out loud letters. Somebody told this bitch that the layout was purple, and she said, oh, I know just what to do. Let me get my purple lipstick and let me get my purple speckled dress and let's get it cracking. I don't know, but I'm just saying, $2,000 shoes and you shitting on the dude. I don't get it.
So
They
for
love
them,
Versace.
and for them, but it's not like a big deal to have multiple women or wives because
Yeah, his father had 2 wives.
Yeah.
So it wasn't legal in America, but
yeah.
I was legally with it.
Okay. You know what? Can we get a round of applause for her to admit that?
And I bet you, I guarantee, I bet $100 that nigga moved on. I bet that Nigerian moved on. And the reason why I say that is because ain't no woman like this gonna give up or just let go a nigga that'll drop $2,000 on some shoes for her. Because I know she probably sold them or returned them or something, got the bread. But I'm just saying, ain't nobody gonna do that. So I guarantee you that nigga moved on and let her go.
Side chicks are winning.
You said side chicks.
After the ghetto gagging. And here you go. Next thing out of mouth, side chicks are winning.
Yeah.
Okay, so
If
now
I didn't like you so much, I'd be like, is you and your man okay, girl?
Damn. We're fine.
Do you hear this? Now, and let me say this. I am not taking every word she's saying as just literally because she is, somebody just told me she's a comedian. And when I was watching this the first time, I was like, well, she's trying to be funny. She's trying to be funny, a little entertaining. But like Eminem said, a lot of truth is said in things in jest. So she's definitely with being the side chick, the other bitch, the other woman, whatever you want to call it.
But you know what? Sometimes I am lazy, so I might need to call you.
Girl, I'm always happy to assist.
Okay. Okay. Where do we go from here? So, relationship status, single as well?
Very, very single, but you know, I believe, and it's LA, yes, it is rough, but if you believe you're gonna have something, it's gonna come when it's supposed to come.
Is it rough for black women in LA?
Yes.
It's tougher, right?
I don't know if it's tougher. You think it's tougher
It's
in
tough
LA?
for black women who like black men. Now,
Okay,
if you
well,
like
see,
white
that's the
men, the
thing.
pool is open. They ready.
You got
It's tougher for black women everywhere. Y'all remember that Cheech and Chong movie, Things Are Tough All Over? When it comes to black women and being single, it's tough all over for them. Can a black woman find a nigga to fuck? Yep. Absolutely. What woman can't, though? Can a black woman find a nigga that's down to hit it and quit it and be the side dude, the side dick? Yes. That's just because niggas like to fuck. My point is this. the reason why, because I'm all about getting to a solution, the reason why things are tough like this, it is primarily, first and foremost, their attitude, their behavior, and the way that they present themselves. Those three things. Just off top. If you just want to say, let's just dive in and just say what it is. Those three things. Their attitude in general, their behavior, and the way that they present themselves. And as you will clearly see that here shine through.
For black women, it's like we gotta find who likes us, and it's crazy because we're amazing, we're desirable. So
that's why you gotta be equal.
You see the false sense, and you see this chick in all 290 plus pounds of her wonderful self talking about we're amazing, we're wonderful, we're this, we're that. Well, if you was, you wouldn't have to say it. I don't understand why people. It's 2020, y'all. If you have to say that you're something, usually you're not it. No, I'm not going to say usually. You're not that. If I have to get on here and say I'm funny, I'm not funny. If I have to say that I'm handsome, that I'm beautiful, that I'm the best thing ever, I'm the cat's pajamas, I'm the best thing since sliced bread, I'm not. Anytime you hear somebody telling you that they are something, they are not that thing. If I gotta broadcast it, if I gotta get on live, get on IG and go live and say it's the queen goddess coming to you guys, it's the empress, it's that boss bitch chick. If I gotta say that, I'm not that. You never hear a boss saying he's a boss. You never hear the GOAT say he's the GOAT. Shout out to Michael Jordan, MJ23, baby. I think I'm going to have to do a show about The Last Dance. I think I'm going to have to do it because I got some shit I got to get off my chest about them goddamn Detroit Pistons and that motherfucking Isaiah Thomas. But we're not talking about that right now today. If you got to say those things, you are not those things. Plain and simple. Exactly. If I got to self-exalt, I'm not that. And I don't know why women and men who do it ain't figured out yet that shit is stupid. It makes you look bad to real motherfuckers. Now, those women will sit together. You go, girl. But I guarantee you, Claudia sitting back saying like, bitch, you ain't what you saying you is. She knows. And that's what really, like, I guess made me say this is really some bullshit and I got to say something about this. Is because Claudia is sitting up there and Claudia knows where these women are as far as the selection pool, where they rank. Most light-skinned, fair-skinned, attractive, fine chicks that hang around women like this, they know where they're at on the selection scale, and they know that because they hanging around them because it does nothing but boost them up. It is very seldom that you will see a group of women that's just attractive than black women that are just fine as fuck and they all fine. It's usually one, no more than two, that are attractive and the rest are different shades of ugly. You'll have the fat chick, you'll have the quiet chick, you'll have the loud, ignorant chick, you'll have the little zippy at the lip chick, you'll have all of those, you'll have the thug chick, you'll have all of those. And you'll have that really attractive one that'll sit right there with them, knowing that she gonna be first. And the other 3 or 4 that's with them, they know she gonna be first. When they go to the club, when they go to the lounge, or wherever the hell they go, everybody knows that she gonna get the drinks, she gonna get the group of niggas, and they gonna and whatever she don't take is what we gonna get. That's why when you have that group of women that go out, you got that fine one, she ain't really got to do too much of nothing. You will have a loud one. You will have go out of that loud one, the fat one, the real ugly one, the manly one, and the little one that want to fight and kick shit off. Out of all of those other ones, they're going to all be over sex. They're going to all be talking about how they can drop it like it's hot. They all going to be talking about how they love to fuck and all the freaky shit they do. They're going to do that because they're competing against the fine one who ain't got to say shit. Soon as the song come on, they're going to be the loudest one getting out in front of the table, talking about, popping their ass. That's what they going to do.
Well, opportunity employer. Let everybody, Indian.
I don't want to die on a boat.
Have you dated an Indian? I have dated an Indian. That was an interesting experience. No.
Oh, damn.
Girl, I just came back from Dubai and so many of them were musty. I just had to ask.
Now, I'm going to say this. Keeping it real and telling the truth, y'all Middle Eastern cats and y'all African cats, I don't know what the fuck y'all do over there. But when y'all motherfuckers come over here, when you in the airport, go to the duty-free shop and get some fucking Mitchum or get some goddamn Secret, get some Right Guard, Speed Stick, Old Spice, get that fucking deodorant because that natural shit, it don't work over here. I don't care what nobody said. Them Middle Eastern motherfuckers and them Africans, they underarms be spicy than a motherfucker. It's like they'll walk by you, you will get in their cab, and you be like, what the fuck is so goddamn tangy up in this motherfucker? And it's that motherfucker that's driving you. Somebody stop me if I'm lying. When you find, I'm talking about a fresh foreigner. Get you a fresh foreign motherfucker that's just got over here, spicy than a motherfucker. Motherfucker underarms on 50. It's like, hey man, did you take an onion and cut it and rub it under your arms on the airplane and then got the fuck off the plane? Like, Mickey Obuku, it is I, Lionel Joseph, from the Hasi Selassie Council. You remember we had big fun there. Lionel! Jaboogie, 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 jaha. Jaboogie, 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 jaha. Ha 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 ha. That's what these motherfuckers. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it, are they taking curry? Are they taking just flat out just some garlic, or they putting some under their arm or nothing under their arms at all? And just walking around like it's cool as hell. Like, motherfucker, I know it's hot over there in the Middle East. No. Hey, man, you sure don't want deodorant, man? No. I am fine. I am all natural. Allah forbids us to put anything under our arms that is not of the earth. Well, take this goddamn flower or this grass or something and stick that shit under there. Cause your underarms is spicy. The goat you ate, it smell like you got it under your arm. That's all I'm saying. So I'm definitely gonna agree with her on that. Y'all Middle Eastern niggas, y'all need to start. Fuck all that shit you get at the motherland. Fuck that bullshit you buying. Before you come over here, you putting a tree branch under your arm, taking some sage and putting that shit under your arm because it's all natural from the fuck that. Get you some deodorant. Okay? Get you some deodorant because you smell like a pot of something that's about to be cooked and need to cook for another 8 hours. Like, nigga, are you braising your underarms? Because them motherfuckers is spicy as hell. I'm just saying. I just had to make as a public service announcement. God damn. That shit pisses me off. I was in Sam's Club before this corona shit kicked off. I was in Sam's Club. And I swear for Lord, the funk was waiting there like this, like it was looking like around the corner. Like if this is the corner, it's like the funk was like, oh yeah, that nigga coming. He come. He coming. Bring that cart on. There go the cart right there. Yep. And as soon as I came around, that funk was like, yeah, nigga. Wham! I was like, what the fuck? And I looked, And I said, what the fuck is that? And I came and I cut this corner. It was, I'm just telling the truth. It was two motherfuckers from the motherland with some long ass dashikis on, and them motherfuckers was reeking. They dressed, they looked like they were from the kingdom of Zamunda. They looked like Aeolian with their African garb on. But that funk was from Parliament itself. It was like, as soon as I turned the corner, it was like, yeah, I lay me down to sleep. Do, 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 ooh, do, 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 do. Funk light, do, do, do. Yes, yours ain't right. Now. You need some deodorant, yow. I'm like, where the fuck is this nigga George? Please tell me he's around this so I can get his autograph. George has got to be here somewhere. Is he at the front of the store? He in the bathroom? Because the funk is in here. Just saying. God damn, did y'all bring all of Parliament and all of the P-Funk All-Stars? Is Bootsy here too? God damn it. I just had to tell that story. That's just how that shit is. That shit is ridiculous. You got George Clinton under your arms, under your motherfucking garbage. I was like, ooh, boy, don't let these two niggas get excited and get the fucking boys gonna smell like a gang of animals is up in this motherfucker mating season. Like it was two bears in here fucking.
Well, he was Indian.
I don't want
he was
musty
great. He was sweet.
We don't want nothing. Because musty dick is not good.
Oh, girl.
Oh, no.
No.
We have
But
to-
that can be on any of them.
That's true.
That knows no racial boundary.
That is true. Niggas can have musty dicks. But we know that funky monkey is ever present amongst the sisters. I'm just saying. Y'all know this to be true. If you had to pick out of them 4 women sitting up on stage who had the funkiest of the monkeys, you tell me. Just if you had to text, say 2 out of the 3, 3 out of the 4, 4 out of the 4, you know it's a funky monkey up there. Fat girl alone gonna put her in the running. I'm just saying, she already in the running. Them other 2, yeah, it's a contender up there. Believe that. They may not all have it, but there's at least one. I'm just saying, there's at least one up there that's on the side of the game.
This was not one of the show topics, but I'm enjoying this topic right now. I didn't think we'd talk about musty dick today.
I mean, hey.
It wasn't on the. I don't see musty dick in the cards. I'm gonna blame it on you right here. So, will you encourage black women to go?
She's sitting there looking like, shit, I don't care because my pussy stank. Look at her. Look at how the comedian chick look. The comedian chick looking like, shit, I don't care about no musty dick because my pussy stank.
It was an interesting experience. No, it was an interesting experience.
Look at that shit. She gonna be looking like
For
shit.
black women in LA?
Yes.
It's tougher, right?
I don't know if it's tougher. You think it's tougher
It's
in
tough
LA?
for black women who like black men. Now,
Okay,
if you
well,
like
that's
white
the
men,
thing.
the pool is open. They ready.
You gotta find, for black women, it's like, we gotta find who likes us. And it's
Yeah.
crazy, because we're amazing. We're desirable, so.
Right.
That's why you got to be an equal opportunity
Amazing,
employer. Let
desirable.
everybody, Indian.
I don't want to die on the
Have
border.
you dated an Indian?
I have dated an Indian. That was an interesting
he musty?
experience. No.
Oh, damn.
Girl, I just came back from Dubai and so many of them were musty.
And y'all know what they do to the women over there in Dubai. Y'all do know this, right? Now, I don't know if she was over there doing a show, but I'm sure she got offered enough money to do another show. Because y'all know what them princes and them sheiks and shit like them Dubaians, what they do to black women over there. I'm just saying. When you hear about a woman, oh yeah, I'm out here in Dubai, and she ain't went herself, she ain't like, oh, I'm going with me and my husband, or I'm going with, if she getting flown out to Dubai with her bags and she talking about her Instagram popping and she taking pictures, right, she going to Dubai to get degraded. Believe that. The shit that they do to them, it is the nastiest, the grossest shit that you could think of is what they own when they fly these chicks out there. So these Instagram models that y'all see that got their IGs popping with trips to Dubai know that what the fuck they doing, they don't want that no. I say right here in the US. No Dubai for me. Thank you. Nope.
I had to ask.
Well, he was Indian. He was great. He was sweet.
We don't want nothing. This musty dick is not good.
Oh, girl.
Oh, no.
Look at the comedian. Watch how she's
That
going to
could
be
on
sitting
any
there.
of them.
That's true.
That knows no racial
Like, my pussy
boundaries.
stinks.
This wasn't one of the show topics, but I'm enjoying this topic right now. I didn't think we'd talk about musty dick today. I mean, it wasn't on the. I don't see musty dick in the cards. I'm gonna blame it on you right here.
Shit.
So you encourage black women to go there and try, like, taste the rainbow?
I mean, I encourage you to taste all the rainbow because you never know what color Skittle is going to work for you.
Hello?
Now, I will say this. I will agree with that. And I don't understand. And it seems, well, no, it don't seem like. It's just true. Black women are the main ones with this problem. This problem of saying, you know, black men or not picking them first, dating outside their race. Black women are the only ones that really got a big problem with this. Now, are there certain race, everybody in whatever race got their own group that got a problem with? Absolutely. There's just some people that want to stay with their own. I want whites to stay with whites, blacks to stay with blacks, Mexicans to stay with Hispanics to stay with Hispanics, and Asians to stay with Asians. Yes, there are people that are just like that. There are people that are like that about religion. You're Jewish, you date Jews. You're Christian, you date Christians. You're Muslim, you date Muslims. Buddhist, you date Buddhists. It's like that. But when it comes to who you love, when it comes to who you care to date, it is and it should be all about one thing: preference. Whatever your flavor is, that's what you get. I like cookies and cream ice cream. I also like cake batter ice cream. And I like vanilla. When I was a kid, I used to like chocolate ice cream. I don't. I pretty much stick to 3 different flavors. Now, I'll add some Reese's to it. I'll add some Oreos to it or something like that. But my flavors are my flavors. My preference is my preference. So if I like cake batter ice cream and you like butter pecan, so what? That's your flavor. It don't mean that I have less of a flavor. It don't mean that you hate my flavor. It don't mean you hate yourself. It shouldn't mean any of that. It should just be what it is. Your preference. Young black folks, young white folks, young Hispanics, whatever and whoever you choose to date somebody that makes you happy. Fuck all that trying to live for what your mama and your daddy want for you, all that. Yeah, I get all that. You need to make sure that what you choose and what your preference is your preference. That's just it. Should know that, and people can talk shit all they want, but you the only one that got to live with you every day. You the only one that got to deal with who you are and look in that mirror and deal with that motherfucker that you see every morning. Don't you let somebody else make you make a decision that you will regret for the rest of your life or live a less than full of a life that you could live by doing that, by trying to appease another group or another motherfucker. Your preference should be your preference. If you like white women, damn it, date white women. You like black women, damn it, date black women. You like Asian women, date Asian women. You like nothing but Hispanic women, date Hispanic women. If you like all 4, damn it, date all 4.
He's still alive, so I'm gonna go ahead and clap.
We're the last ones that kind of cross over. It seems like we're like we die hard. Like we try.
It's not crossing over, and here's where Claudia gets on her bullshit, trying to act like she's them, but she not. She's not them. She's just not them. And the fact that she is or tries to act like she is them, she know she ain't them. Claudia know good and goddamn well if her and those other 3 girls walked anywhere, she know that she's getting chosen first. She knows that she's getting the most attention, and she know if there's some picking to be going on, she's getting picked first. She knows it. And I'm not saying that she can't be friends with them, that she shouldn't talk with them, but don't make it and don't be on that we shit when you know that you on some separate me shit. She just is. It's it's clear as day. She is separate from those. She, as far as just being a group of women, your looks, attractive, all, you ain't them. So don't act like you are. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
Trying to get that black man, that black family. Yeah. But then everybody else is trying to get to him too as well.
Yes.
Everybody.
Tracy Quick, I appreciate it.
The top of the food chain.
And it's like such a thought mentality that they have right now too. They just, yeah.
They're willing to accept anything.
Him too as well.
Yes.
Everybody.
So will you encourage black women to go out there and try, like, taste the rainbow?
I mean, I encourage you to taste all the rainbow because you never know what color Skittle is going to work for you.
Hello.
He's still alive, so I'm gonna go ahead and clap.
We're the last ones that kind of cross over. It seems like we're like we die hard. Like we try to get that black man, that black family. Yeah. But then everybody else is trying to get to him too as well.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's not that you are the last to cross over. Black women, you are the last to be chosen. Any and everybody will fuck the dog shit out of a black chick. They just will. They just will. That's the way that it is. When it comes to fucking, a black woman is not scratched off the list. On some people, it may even be on top of the list. They're just like it's taboo to sleep with an Asian chick. It's taboo to sleep with a Mexican chick, and you black or you white sleeping with all of that matters. All that counts. Yep. Everybody pretty much is on the same even keel. Now, when it comes to being married and having children, way different. You are last. So it's not that y'all trying to hold on. Y'all don't have that option. That option is very small. The number of swirlers and all that type of shit, it's small. But the women that are chosen, they are not like your average hood black woman. We know this. We can see that clear as day when it comes to Eve, when it comes to the other chick on the Chew, or I mean not the Chew. What's the big chick that's on the talk show? I forgot the name of the talk show that she on, but she dating a white boy now. Serena Williams, all of them. Every last one of these women, you ain't seen no ghetto ass from the hood black chick keeping that ghetto energy, keeping that black shit going. You ain't seen it. You have not seen it. Yeah, Lonnie Love, thank you. You ain't seen it. They all of them become the docile valley girl, and they try to be as much like a white girl as they possibly can. Tika Sumter. That's what they do. So it's not like y'all just trying to hold on to black men and hold on to the black family because y'all the least motherfuckers to get married anyway. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to get married at all. All y'all niggas want to do is pop off kids. So that shit is just not true.
Everybody.
To the top of the food chain.
And it's like such a thought mentality that they have right now too. They just, yeah.
They're willing to accept anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
And multiple anythings, because all of them just got multiple. And you're like, you don't date one? No.
I just wish I had more of a whole spirit. I would have someone.
I know. Right.
That's true.
That's true.
I can't tell if you taking $2,000 shoes and talking shit. I don't know, but I don't know her. I don't know you, late ma'am. I don't know you, so I ain't gonna make no assumptions. Even though I might, but it ain't no point. It is what it is. But what she's saying is though, I wish I was a hoe because I'd be with somebody now, whatever the case may be. Why is it that's our first go-to? Why is it that you even hear black women talking about the hoe phase? Why is that? It's like we made that a part of our culture, like a rite of passage. Like, you know, even back in the day when they would say men will go and sow their royal oats. A man goes and sows his oats. It's like now women trying with such penis envy that they do have, now they want to do the same exact thing. Well, I want to go try and be a hoe for a while and date all kind of fuck niggas. Then after that, when I get old, now I want to try to get serious and get married. Yeah, I know I got 2 or 3 kids, but that was just doing my whole phase. I just made a few bad choices and shit just didn't work out. But if a man really love you and he a real man and he gonna step up and he gonna be a great stepfather anyway.
But I had a father.
Yeah. And a good one.
Damn him. Yes. I wish I could just whole life because hoes just get married.
How was it having a father around?
And with her, when she said that, I said, well, maybe, just maybe, she is a decent black woman and she's just putting on this front so that she could, you know, be hip, make sure that she get her shit popping because she's trying to be a comedian and all that shit. And it is easier to identify and to gravitate towards ratchet and to promote ratchetness. It is easier. Look at Tiffany Haddish. All that bitch do is walk around and stick her tongue out talking about she ready and talk about how much she love white men. And look at her. So I'm just saying maybe this is part of her shtick that she doing to sell herself. Maybe. Hopefully it is.
It was amazing. He took me fishing. We spent a lot of time together. He was in my life. He taught me algebra. So I wish a bitch was dumb. I don't even need to know math to get a nigga. So I'm just like so mad that he taught me math. Because you know, black men don't like it when you know math. They're like, oh, you think you know numbers? He's like 2 + 2 is 4. He like, for real? Like,
that's your problem. You think you know every goddamn thing.
There you go. That's her. Back on me because I know that.
Now, this isn't a mailbag.
Have y'all noticed that it seems like female comedians, all they do is talk about men? Have you noticed that? It's like they don't talk about any type of, you know, world issues. They won't talk about, you know, what happened to this, and they won't tell you any story that they tell, any joke that they have. I'm going to even go out and just say just their whole comedy bit. It is 97% going to be around fucking or men, if not both. I'm just saying, just think about it. Think about your female comedians. How many of them actually have like material that is not around or centered around or based on those two things? Like when you saw Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle did 2 motherfucking comedy specials and they were different. They talked about different shit. He did the whole bit about Bill Cosby being a superhero. He did the bit about the homosexual, the transgender, and you know, being in the car. He talked about that shit. You know, the joke he did in reverse about Bill Cosby. He did the joke about OJ. He did all of that different shit. It was never a joke to where the majority of his jokes are not seated in or rooted in talking about women and talking about fucking. Most women, that's what they talk about, especially black women. That's all they talk about. Just think about it. Go and look at a female comedian. Look at her stick. Go look at your s'mores. Go look at your chocolates. Go look at your I would say probably the one who don't do it as much is probably maybe Adele Givens. But you look at your Monique, they talking about that shit. It's wild as hell. It's like, why is that? Like, y'all can't write shit else?
Not at all.
Not at all.
We love black men.
We love black men.
We do, but
honesty.
That love us.
Oh.
Hello.
And that seems like a little bit of a bitterness tree being shook.
We're not bitter, right? We're not bitter.
No.
Shit.
Just honest.
Keep hope alive, though.
Hey,
Yes.
It can happen.
You see her face? Who likes that? Look at her
This isn't a
face.
male bashing session.
Not at
It's
all.
Not at all.
We love black men.
We love black men.
We do, but
honesty.
That love us.
Do you see that?
Oh.
If that ain't bitterness, I don't know what the hell is. And it's like you only see that with our women. Just straight altitude. Just straight up attitude. Why are you so upset and angry? And this, I can tell you why. Here's the reason why. That's and let me get to my three things that I was talking about. Attitude, behavior, and the way they present themselves. Most black women have badass attitudes because they have so much past bullshit by not growing up with their fathers, by not having, stable home environments and stable relationships, that they have so much fuck shit that goes on in their life, which is most of it generated by either they mamas or by themselves, or they're repeating those cycles. They never work through their shit. And the reason why they never work through their shit is because they never take accountability and responsibility for their actions. So they have all this bullshit going on in their lives that they never work through, and they don't even realize that they're suffering from it. They don't even realize that the dysfunctional shit that they've exposed themselves to and that they were exposed to growing up, they have never dealt with it, and they've never even accepted it or assumed responsibility for it to where they can actually move through it. So that's why black women have so much fucking baggage. And the older they get, once they get old, not only they get all these bags, now any nigga that comes along gotta be ready to handle the unpacking party. I want to unpack all the fuck shit that has gone on in my life that I have not assumed responsibility or accountability for, held myself accountable for. I want to not only unpack it, but now I want you to sort the shit out with me and put up with my black ass till the end of time. Till the end of time. Ooh, ha, ha. That's what it is. All the bitterness, what Tyrone did to me when I was 15, what Raekwon did to me when I was 17, what Tyrese did to me when I was 26, all that shit that they done went through, they pack it up and keep it in bags. Then when they get old and want to settle down, they want to unpack that shit for some simp nigga that's going to deal with it, be like, okay, we don't have to do nothing. That's that Eddie Murphy. But you clearly can see the bitch is bitter.
Hello.
We're not bitter, right? We're not bitter.
No.
Just honest.
Keep hope alive, though.
Hey,
Yes.
It can happen.
It will
Springs
happen.
eternal, honey.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
happen.
just like you could maybe win the lottery, but I guess it could happen.
Them houses like that.
Sorry. Move to Texas.
Slim.
According to the General Social Survey, over 51% of young Americans said they don't have a steady romantic partner. Are you surprised? And have relationships become more taboo?
Taboo, the end of the world, they don't exist. Like, people don't believe in relationships at all.
Now that's true. Motherfuckers just fucking. But you wonder why? You want to know why? Motherfuckers just out here just fucking? Because the standards are so low. The expectations are so low. They're literally none. Everything has gone from let's build together, let's start something together, let's grow together, let's take care of each other. It has gone from that to I want to see what I can get from you. You know what? While I'm at it, I want to see what I can get from you. Since I'm here, I'll see what I can get from you, what I can get from you, what I can get from you, and what I can get from you. It's become a fucking free-for-all to where everybody's trying to get over or get something from somebody, if not both. If not both. I want to get this from your ass. If I can get this from you, I'll get this from you. Yep, if you will give it to me, fine, I'll get it. If you will get that to me, fine, I'm going to take it. You want to spend time with me, you need to give me this. You want this? You want some pussy? I need some money. You want some head? I need some shoes. It's like a fucking barter system. The art of the desire to have relationships with each other, with the people of the opposite sex. It's all a price. It's a cost. Right? Nappy happy. Transactional relationships. You ain't getting this unless you give me that. And once we do all of that, then we still have the audacity to have expectations when we want that person. And because the way that shit is today, most people are going after people that are out of their league. Most of the time, women and men alike wind up chasing somebody that is out of their league. You want to give everything to this person. You want to be this person's everything. But that other person is like, I really ain't into that person like that. I'm not really feeling her like that. Women, I ain't really feeling him like that. He lame. I want this nigga over here to just get out of jail. Because he seemed dangerous and exciting. 2 years later, he killing your ass live on Facebook. That's what this is.
Oh, and I love being in a relationship and being with one person, and because who got energy to do all that? We got to work, we got to make money, we got to be cute, we got to get our hair done, like all the time. You got so much stuff to do. Yeah. How you need to juggle multiple people? I don't even understand why men, even though they, I know it's sexual mostly, but like, why do they feel like they need to put so much energy into so many different people?
I posted this video on my Instagram yesterday.
The same reason why women feel as though they want to get as much as they can from different niggas. See, women think it's okay when they have the nigga that they use for money, when they have the nigga that they use for sex, when they have the nigga that they use to be their best friend and to crown their shoulder, and they're just using them. And in them doing that, at any given point in time, if they catch feelings for either one of those three or some other new nigga, they drop them niggas without a second fucking thought. You know why most men wind up being like that? Is because, and men, y'all can vouch for me with this. How many men remember the first girl that broke your heart? Which usually happens in elementary school. That grade between 6th and maybe 9th grade, there is a girl, and all of y'all niggas in this chat can remember that one young little bitch that broke your motherfucking heart. And the shit changed you. It changed you. Because most of the time when the shit happened, she did it just because she fucking could. Shit it on your ass. Most men usually are scarred from that. Some men don't recover. And you know what we do? All right, cool. All these bitches. There you go, Samantha, 15 for Rich. And they be like, all right, cool. I see how the game is played. And what do men do? We adapt. And that shit changes us and we become, all right, I'm going to play the game. When men see, how many men remember that girl you liked in 7th or 8th grade that was like, nah, fuck that. I wanna fuck this sophomore. I wanna fuck that freshman in high school. My boyfriend don't even go to this school no more. 9th grade, her name was Ashley. Thank you for being Thank you for being transparent. 16, and again when I got married at 25. Women, pay attention to this shit. Pay attention to the chat. Just look at it, and you will see the men that you know. I'm talking, just ask a man. When you having a conversation with a dude that you dating, or you got a friend or some shit, ask him, say, do you remember the first girl that broke your heart? And I ain't talking about no puppy love in 4th grade, do you like me shit. I'm talking that when you hit puberty and you are really into girls, you have that 1 or 2 girls that you really do like, and she shits on you. It happens. But the game that we are then taught the hard way, and we begin to play it, women are all about playing the game until they catch feelings. When that woman catch feelings, now she wants all the cards down because it's all trust. Let's play with the cards face up now. Let's play with the cards face up. Let's be transparent. Let's be honest. Why we bullshitting? Let it just be me and you. Let us just come. Now you want to be transparent. Now you want to be together. Now you want to have my baby and you want to be together forever. Now you want to just take it to the next level. I mean, you are more than enough for me. Well, you know what? That's the same thing your best friend told me. That's the same thing your sister said. That's the same thing your cousin said. You know your other girlfriend that hang with you? That's the same thing she said. And my thing is this. Do I think that in 8th grade or 9th grade, you should pick the woman that you're going to be with for the rest of your life? Nope. But I tell you this. If women were just nicer to men, if women treated men better when we were young boys, we would treat y'all better when we grown men. We would treat y'all better as grown men. How do you know that? You can't just say that. I'll tell you how. Because the simple fact that, number one, a man is going to always want a woman. Plain and simple. That men like to fuck, we like women. But to prove my point, how many men do you know that are with older women that got kids that ain't theirs? And he treat them like they his own. Man and a woman get together at 40. She got 3 kids, 4 kids. He right there with them, treating them like they his. Going to work every day, taking care of them like they his. Man and a woman. A man is 40, woman 32. 2 babies that ain't his. And she like, I don't want to have no more kids. What the man say? That's enough for me. We got our family. All he want is a family. And to be a husband, to be the man, to be the king, whatever you want to call it. Happens all the time. Men are way more forgiving and are way more willing to take on a woman with her kids than the other way around. Because when a woman, especially a young woman, how many young women have you seen with an older man who got 4 kids and she taking care of these 4 kids that ain't hers with that man? I'll wait. As Cat Williams would say, I'll wait. 1 out of every 1,000. And that bitch gotta probably be homeless. You don't never see that. You don't never see a young girl in her prime with an older nigga who got 4 kids living with him. We ain't talking about he got 4 baby mamas. Him and his 3 kids, they live together. and she right there in the house with him with no babies. You won't see it. You won't see it. Like I said, unless the bitch homeless, you ain't gonna see it. So men, we have this thing to where we have it's men and women are different, right? Of course, don't have to say that. But the way that we look at relationships and the way that women look at relationships, it's different. Women, you are meant to bond with a man. And some men can bond with more than one woman. And I'm not talking about the sex part. I ain't talking about fucking. No, because that's a whole different thing. When a woman allows a man to enter inside of her, there is a soul tie that takes place that bonds those two together. And the more that man stays with her, the more that man ejaculates in her, the more she bonds with that man. That's a fact. That's just how that shit goes. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Problem is, women usually pick the wrong nigga to do that with. Women bond with the wrong kind of niggas. We have a lot of wrong kind of niggas because they're being raised by women. Just saying. Does that even exist? Bruce, you can Google it. I think I got the article somewhere, but it is a scientific fact that when a woman loses her virginity and that man ejaculates in her, his sperm becomes a part of her DNA. Thank you, Kevin. That's a scientific fact. That's a scientific fact. When a man, think about it like this, women, be honest. That first love that you had, that first dude that you got with, that came inside of you and all that good stuff, you still remember that nigga to this day. There is still just a little bit of a thing that you have because he was your first. It's different. You guys are meant to bond with a man. And a man will bond with is meant to bond with a woman. He just has the ability to bond with more than one. Now, I'm not one of these dumbasses that will say, yeah, a man can have 5 or 6 women. Bullshit. Not all men are wired that way. A lot of alpha males are wired that way to where not that they could be with 5 or 6 women. I've talked about this before. Not being with 5 or 6 women, that's some stupid shit. But being with 1 or 2, a man having one and having a second wife, yes, he can do it. Now you have your beta males who aren't equipped to do that. They should just be with one woman because that's all that they can emotionally handle. I ain't talking about the sex because the sex ain't nothing but you talking what, 20 minutes of fucking? That's all it is. You 20 minutes of fucking and that's pretty much it. It ain't about that. It's a part of it. I ain't trying to negate the shit and say, no, nigga ain't gonna want to fuck. No. Niggas gonna want to fuck. Yep, nigga like the fact that he can sleep with 2 women and they with it and all that shit. Yep, he all with that. Even if y'all ain't sleeping with each other and everybody doing the whole threesome thing, even if it ain't that. The fact that a man can do sleep with her, and everybody getting along is motherfucking a dream to some alpha males, to most alpha males. Beta males are not wired that way. They just need to be with one woman. And then you have your cucks. So you got A, B, and C. Your alpha male, your beta males, and your cucks. Those men are meant to be with more dominant women. They are. So every woman that's out there in the world, no, it ain't written in stone for you to be some docile woman that just, yes, sir, yes, daddy, whatever you want. It ain't that. That ain't what it is. There are some alpha females that are meant to be with beta males and be with cucks. There just are. It's just being able to know the difference and know what works best for you to say, well, yeah, this is the type of person I should be with. That me and that person, we get along better. There are some women that can run a house better than a man. It's not a fuck ton of them, but there is a number of them. It's not a majority. Although a lot of women think they are, they're not equipped to. And then just like with the alpha males, those men that have the ability to mentally, emotionally deal with multiple women, they should. Because most of the time, most of y'all women are fucking the same dude anyway. How many baby mamas got the same baby daddy? How many baby mamas got the same baby daddy? How many women, and I'm going to take it even further, especially in the hood. In the hood, how many groups of girls have fucked the same dude? How many groups of girls have babies by the same dude? You can't tell me that most girls in the hood, they cruise and they little cliques, maybe one or two crews fucking the same nigga. And what I mean by crews is just a group of girls that hang together all the time. Group of 4, group of 3, group of 6, whatever. Usually, if not in that little small group, that neighboring group, somebody's fucking the same dude or have fucked the same dude. Just saying. Just saying.
It was pretty funny. It was a woman, she was like saying her vows to her husband. What was in my stories? And she was like, I promise to nag the hell out of you from this day forward, to gain weight, to not care about my looks anymore, to go through your phone, to accuse you of cheating. And the husband was just like kind of having second thoughts about getting married. I think that's like, a lot of men think that when they wife us or when they give us what we want, right, the commitment, that we're going to switch up on them and become like not be their girlfriend. Because when you're the girlfriend, you're sexy, you're fun, right? And
because you have a goal, right? And once you reach.
Now listen to this. And this is when I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge. No, but you're now about to witness the difference between the light-skinned black woman or mixed woman or biracial, whatever you want to call it, half-breed, whatever, and the classic black woman, the BT. You're about to see the difference right here.
Reach that goal. It's like I reach that goal. It's like I
switch up on them and become like not be their girlfriend. Because when you're the girlfriend, you're sexy, you're fun. Right? And
because you have a goal, right? And once you reach that goal, it's like I can just be me. I can fart. So I can shit with the door open now.
So are we full of shit when we're girlfriends? Though?
Absolutely.
Are we being fake then, right?
We're not showing our true self.
Okay.
Because the thing about life is when you get the goal, right? You say, okay, I want to be an actress. You go out here to LA, you get all these headshots done, you put all the work in, you just do the work. Then once you start get the jobs, it's like, okay, yeah, you may show up late to work now. But in the beginning, you were going to be on time. And that's how it is relative to relationships.
Now, here's the thing about this, because you can clearly see that motherfucking Claudia was just like, go ahead. She just let the bitch talk. Like, go ahead. And this is my thing. This is why y'all need a man on this show. Or not a man, but y'all need men on this show. It should be balanced. 2 and 2. Real niggas. I ain't talking about these soft-ass, all black women are queens and I love them all fucking bullshit. I ain't talking about them soft-ass niggas. The niggas that we normally see on TV. I'm talking about real straight-up men that's gonna tell the truth. Most men don't give a shit if you fart, if you shit. Now, shitting with the door open, it is what it is. Men don't give a fuck about that. That's the shit that women give a fuck about. Now, do you want to see your woman be a nasty, grossed out bitch? No way. But when it comes to those things that y'all think we so concerned about, most of us don't give a shit about it. As long as you fucking us and feeding us and staying out of our way when we want y'all to, we don't give a shit about none of that. The not wearing the makeup no more, coming to bed with the granny panties on and all that shit. Man, please. Do you want to spice it up every once in a while and throw on some lace or whatever? Fine if you want to. Most men like shit. If you naked, it's enough for me. If that box getting wet and that mouth is working, it's enough. Men are simple creatures. All that extra bullshit is just that. Extra bullshit. Do we want you to sometimes come to bed all dolled up with your hair and shit down? Yes. Do we want you to say, hey, I want to do something different and put on a wig or whatever? Whoever's into that, fine. That's not a prerequisite. It's not a thing to say, you got to do this at least once a week, dress up like a bitch I don't know. Men are down for whatever as long as it involves fucking. And you want me to prove my point? How many women out here have been with a nigga that you was with, and the nigga that the nigga cheats on you with a bitch that's way less attractive than you are? Straight subpar bitch. Like straight up, like this bitch ain't even on my level. Why would this nigga, your expectation would be if he cheat on me, he gonna cheat on me with some bitch that got more money than me, bitch that got more shit going than me, she got bigger titties, she got a flatter stomach, she got a rounder ass. That's what you gonna do. That's what you gonna be looking at. You not gonna do that. Men gonna be like, man, a motherfucker that gives me the right vibe, makes me feel good, and gives me the opportunity, I'm fucking. Men that have cheated or not even cheated. Men that have juggled different women. Tell me the woman that you fucked with that was a fucking problem and a fucking headache. A man that got 2 or 3 different women, 4 or 5 different women, they not gonna be sitting there talking and arguing and going back and forth with this bitch unless they baby or some shit like that is involved. They got a kid with her. But they'll be like, bitch, you don't make me feel good. I ain't got time for you. I'm gonna go over here where this motherfucker, I walk in the door, my drink ready, she putting my steak on the plate, and she got my slippers ready, she gonna take while I'm sitting there on the couch, she taking my shoes off, taking my socks off, she got my tray so I can watch the motherfucking Last Dance, she got my shit together. That's what men want. And I'm talking about real men that's I ain't talking about niggas that's just trying to get some pussy. I'm talking about with men, because we all go from a level of, when we're men growing up, young men, we go from a level of from quantity to quality. Yes, when men are 14, 15, 16, 17, we just to as many as we can. Because that's what we taught for the most part. But then once we realize, like, well, I want me a quality motherfucker. I want me a motherfucker that got some shit, that can do some shit for me besides spread their legs. What up, Big Al? That's my boy there. We go way back. But when you have that, when you got a real motherfucker that got some real shit for you, that do some shit for you, that's what you want. And that motherfucker don't have to be a fucking 10. They don't have to be a motherfucking Claudia Jordan. They don't have to be a Lisa Ray. They don't have to be a Halle Berry. They don't have to be an Alicia Keys. They don't have to be the finest motherfucker ever. They just need to have the right attitude, the right kind of behavior, and the right presentation. That's why you will find a muscle-bound ass nigga with a big, fat woman that's nice, behaves herself right in public, and presents herself well. She don't wear the tight shit that's making her rolls and shit show. She don't sit there and be talking shit. What the fuck? What the fuck is you doing? Where you going? Motherfucker, don't be telling me what the fuck. You see I'm on the phone. You won't see that. She won't be doing that. She won't be sitting there. What's wrong with you? Nothing. What they call that? The bitch face? What do y'all women call that shit? Shit. Like girl, you sitting there with the bitch face. What is that shit? Is that what y'all call it? But whatever it is, that's not what men want. Now, let me be clear. Resting bitch face. There we go. That's what it is. The RBF. But let me be clear. Men will put up with that when we want to fuck. If I want to fuck you, I like the way your ass look. I ain't never fucked you. I only fucked you twice. I have fun fucking you. You let me fuck on every Tuesday for 30 minutes. I'm in and out. I can work my job, get off an hour early, and get home to you to my wife before she even know, or I get home to baby mama before I even know. Yes, a man will put up with a lot of fuck shit for some pussy. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Motherfucker, come in the door and I'll let you cuss me out as I'm taking my clothes off. Yo, stank ass nigga, you ain't shit. You like, yep, I hear you, girl. Yep, yeah, let me drop this dick off. Who need dick dropped off? Who need dick dropped off? That's what we'll do. And as soon as that nut is busted, we get back to our senses, putting on our, yep, yeah, I know, bitch. Yeah, bitch, I hate you too, shit, bitch. Well, fuck you, bitch. You let me fuck. Well, fuck you. Well, fuck you too, bitch. And your mama. With her motherfucking mustache having ass. Bitch, I should have never fucked with you in the first goddamn place. Bitch, you stinking hoe. See you next Tuesday. That's what they'll do. Go right along with that shit. Because it's quantity. It's just saying, I just want to get it. I just want to get it because it's there and I think I can. I'm the little engine that could. I think I can. But when it comes to real motherfucking men that got shit, that's trying to build some shit, attitude, behavior, and presentation, the way you present yourself, will take your ass miles and miles and miles away from the group of ratchet bitches you may know or be around.
Is that it's a goal there. A goal is marriage. I want this family. I want this man. This is what I want for my life. And once you get that goal, we all get lazy.
We need to change our goal.
Nope, that ain't true. Black women that ain't been raised right get lazy. Black women that ain't been raised right get lazy. I know women personally that I have seen grow up in my family that are straight up bona fide women because of how they were raised. When it comes to women doing their hair, taking care of their bodies, taking care of their man, taking care of the house, taking care of their children, they learn that shit by being raised that way. When a woman has been raised that way, they will do it automatically because it's a part of who they are. They're wired. It's been wired in them. Even me being in the house. You know the one thing that I hate washing dishes. I don't like washing dishes. If anybody know me, motherfuckers know Brian don't wash no motherfucking dishes. I don't wash dishes. I hate washing dishes. When I was dating my wife, I was like, I don't do dishes. I hate doing dishes. When I was dating my first wife, I hate doing dishes. I don't like doing dishes. I hate them with a passion. I just hate it. I don't like it. Reason why? When I was a kid, we all had to do dishes. My mama didn't do dishes. Very seldomly she did them. But we all had to do dishes. Now you talking about 3 kids in the house together, motherfuckers growing up, eating dinner and all that shit, eating shit. Back in the day, it wasn't everything going in the microwave. Motherfuckers actually cooking and heating shit up, using skillets, pots, pans, and all that shit. And motherfuckers, we all hated to wash dishes for some reason, so we would all have to have turns. and motherfuckers would pile shit up in the sink. They wouldn't rinse the shit off, wouldn't rinse food off. So it was nasty as fuck, but they had to be done every day. My mama would wake my black ass up if I forgot to do it. Whether it was 4 a.m, get up, do the dishes. My mama would see me come home from school, do my homework, half-ass do my homework, whatever, eat, watch TV, go to sleep, and she would wake me up when she would get up to go to work, do them dishes, boy. Mama, it's 4:30 in the morning. Get up and do the dishes. So I hate doing dishes. Now, sweeping, vacuuming, washing clothes, housework, handiwork around the house. I do all that. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem doing it. I will put a load of laundry in the machine. I will take that load of laundry, take it out the machine, put it in the dryer, take it out the dryer. Now, I won't fold that shit, but I'll at least take it out and put it in a basket so you can at least get to it. Yep. Al said right, and we had a dishwasher in the house and we never used it. But I'm just saying, that's what it was. That's what I did. I was just wired that way. And I'm like that now. But I don't mind doing shit around the house. Taking out the garbage and all that shit. Nah, I do that. I was taught that. I was wired to do it that way. And women are like that are raised in a household, especially when they're raised in a 2-parent household. They know how to take care of their dads. They help their moms take care of their dads. They will fix their dad's plates. They are taught to make sure their dad has their favorite drink, their favorite cigar. They go get their daddy a beer. They'll go do all of that because that's what they're taught. White girls, you know why white girls don't get a bunch of weaving extensions? Because they're taught to comb their hair every night. They wash their hair every day. They are taught to do that, so that's why they do it. That's why they do it. That's why they do. They're taught to do that. Their mothers teach them to do that. And then once they get older, what do? They do the same thing that their mothers did for them. Case in point, when you think about motherfuckers in the hood, what do? We do the shit that we learned, the shit we saw our mamas do, our grandmamas do, our aunties do. We do that same shit, right or wrong, good shit or fuck shit. We do it. We do it. When I was a kid, when I would go down south, go to Memphis, and I was a kid, all of the little kids, well, not little kids, not babies, but all of the young kids, all those young folks, we were called prep cooks. When some shit had to be carried in from the car, from the groceries to the car to the kitchen, we did that. When we had to put the shit up in the cabinet, put the shit up in the refrigerator, put beer in the cooler, we did that. That's what prep cooks did. You needed an onion chop, a prep cook did it. My big mama, she was the chef. She told you what to do, how to do it, do this and do that. And then the shit that she knew that, hey, you can't fuck this up, let me do it. Right, potatoes peeled, beans snapped, all that shit, corn shucked. We did that. We were the kids. Wiping off tables, setting the place settings, taking out the garbage and all that. Young buck, come take this garbage out. Yes, ma'am. That's what we did. We were taught to do that. It's those traditions. Just like how years ago, think about your grandmamas and your great-grandmamas, all of those women cooked. Why? They was taught that. Wasn't no fucking microwave and go get me some McDonald's and all that shit. We didn't have money for that shit. We didn't believe in that shit. Our parents made biscuits. Fuck them Pillsbury poof. Motherfucker, you better give me that butter and that flour and shit. And nigga, let me show you something. Put me a little water in there. Let me make this. Give me that coffee cup. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Put these motherfuckers on this plate. See you in about 10 minutes. Hot homemade biscuits. That's what we did. That's what they did. So they showed us the way. Now, times change. I get it. The rhyme changed. Shit got different. And then shit just got real fucked up to where we are now. Where you got a bitch looking like this, talking shit.
Oh, no.
I think that you're right. It does happen, but I don't think that's the way. It's not fair to your partner.
It's a goal there. A goal is marriage. I want this family. I want this man. This is what I want for my life. And once you get that goal, we all get lazy.
And she would be right, except black women don't want to get married. These motherfuckers don't want to get married. They just want to have babies and get child support, get that free ride, that government check, that subsidized housing, WIC. That's what they want. These black women ain't out here trying to get married. Only time they trying to get married is when they meet a nigga that got some money that they can get with. So if shit go left or shit go wrong, they can get half of that, most of that, all of that. Or they fucking around with an old ass nigga that they know gonna die before them. And yep, I may be 42 when he die on my ass, but I'll at least have another 20 or 30 years so I can spend whatever money he got left. Our women ain't trying to go out and get married unless a nigga got some shit. Now, are black women trying to marry a LeBron? Yep. Are black women trying to marry the next Michael Vick? Yep. But they're not trying to marry the nigga that's the nerd at the school right now. He lame. They're not trying to marry the nigga that just got out of jail after doing 7 years. They're not trying to marry him. They want to fuck him. They hope he get to hustling again so they can get some more of that cash money. But they don't want to get married. They don't. When's the last time you heard or saw a girl on Instagram or on Facebook Live talking about, "Ooh, I can't wait till I get married, girl"? When's the last time you seen that shit? You don't. There was a time when our women, all they dreamed about was being wives and getting husbands, being mothers and having families. They ain't on that shit now. So all of the shit that they're doing, the fake nails, the putting on the mask, talking shit, telling the nigga what he want to hear, and wearing all this fake shit and putting on airs, acting this kind of way, being this type of bitch, they ain't doing it for nothing but themselves. They want that facade. They want that facade. Do you realize that if women started wearing motherfucking African fucking ceremony masks, niggas would still be fucking? Bitch, you could have on the head of an anteater or some shit. That's my mask. That's what the fuck I wear. Niggas like, okay, can you bend over? Niggas don't care about that shit. Motherfuckers wearing the 30 inches of Yaki and all that Remy and all that shit. That's that shit they do to make themselves feel better. We just go along for the ride. And then there are women that say, well, y'all, we gotta blow our asses up and y'all like these hoes. Yeah, motherfuckers like hoes because hoes are out here. But if y'all wasn't being hoes, we'd still be trying to fuck. Women are setting the tone for that shit. So what if this girl get 30 likes on her picture and you only get 3? You got 3 niggas that are showing interest in you. Why do you need to have 30? Why do you need 30,000 instead of 3,000? Why do you need 300 instead of 30? That's the shit y'all need to help y'all feel better. You got 1 or 2 niggas that show interest in you. You don't even want to vet them out. You want 20 or 30. That's all it is. Hey, Kevin, you don't have to tell us you gonna go. You don't have to let us know that you leaving. Just leave. Bye-bye.
We need to change our goals. No.
I think that you're right. It does happen, but I don't think that's the way. It's not fair to your partner to be like that. It's not fair to like, oh, I got you now. Got you, sucker. Yeah. Like, it's not good.
Now, here's what I was talking about as far as the difference. Better yet, Kevin, let me help you leave. Since you seem to not be able to, I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, somebody already got him. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get this motherfucker a hand on leaving. Let me help your ass get the fuck out. But here's where Claudia kind of called her out on her shit. And I said, Now, there goes the biracial part coming out, girl. I hear you. Her inner whiteness spoke up and said, we've had enough of this bull malarkey. Yeah.
To be like that. I think
this is what I want for my life. And once you get that goal, we all get lazy.
We need to change our goals. No.
I think that you're right. It does happen, but I don't think that's the way. It's not fair to your partner to be like that. It's not fair to like, oh, I got you now, got you, sucker. Like, it's not good to be like that. I think the
like
goal.
That, got you, sucker. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that in my wedding vows, right? Say, got you, sucker.
Got you.
Because it's really not fair. And then that is gonna make them not want to commit to us. Why would a man want to sign up for that? Why would anyone want to sign up for that? Like, you're gonna be cool in the courting process. Although a lot of people do it. It's because you're
a boss chick. So you think boss chicks automatically think mentally like men in a masculine type of.
Nope. She's just being logical and her inner whiteness is kicking in. That's all this shit is. This ain't shit but inner whiteness because it's only hood bitches that think like this. It's only gold digging hoes that think like she thinks. That's it. She's literally talking about and telling people, put on a facade, play the role, play the game, do fuck shit. Let that nigga think you something that you really ain't. Because once you're married, then you can just kick back and be a ugly ain't shit bitch. That's exactly what she's doing. And Claudia is like, no, bitch, I think you've had more than enough rope. Let me reel this shit back in. Because you're going too far now. Her inner whiteness kicked in and she began to say, no, let's be logical. Let's make some sense out of this. And let me actually say something that is worth listening to. Because what she's doing, because she's not well versed in relationships, she's literally just talking shit, trying to be funny, but she's really not being funny, but she's really not putting out a message either that's worth listening to. She really not. She's literally being the main person in the conversation. She's controlling a lot of the conversation. The other two ladies aren't really speaking that much. But when the other two ladies spoke, they spoke and they actually had a point of view that was actually worth a fuck. She just trying to be funny and trying to be cool and appealing to the ratchetness of our generation and of our culture. And the shit is fucked up when we doing that. Because what she's saying is right. You don't need to be. Why put yourself in a situation? And there are so many women that do this, black, white, Hispanic, all across the board. Women put themselves in positions to where they be something that they're not. For what purpose? To be picked, to be chosen. Then when you get tired of the shit, when you get old and when you see, oh, it ain't cool being something that I'm not, now you want to be yourself and now you mad that a motherfucker don't want you to be who you was because you wasn't that motherfucker when they met you in the first place. Now you want to switch shit up. Or you sacrificed who you were as a person to be something that you wasn't, trying to make a motherfucker like you, trying to make a motherfucker want you when you should have just been yourself. You'll hear women all the time talking about, I just grew into a different person and we wanted different things in life. Bullshit. You was putting on a fucking front. You had a bullshit ass mask on and your ass got tired of performing. You got tired of getting up every day and tap dancing, putting on this motherfucking show. Hey, doing your jazz hands and saying, God damn it, I'm tired of this shit. This ain't who I am. So now you've gotten bitter. Now you're resenting the fact that the motherfucking show you've been putting on ain't really who you are. And now you want to be yourself 5, 10, 15 years later. Why? Why do that to yourself? So you could just be with a nigga that throw a football? So you could be with a running back? Be with a nigga that hoop? When you ain't happy in the first place, now you ain't happy. Now he ain't happy. Now he fucking some other bitch. Now he got some other bitch pregnant. Now you fucking some other nigga. Now he might have got your ass pregnant. Either way, the shit winds up in divorce. Now, yeah, you might have gotten half his shit, but now you're still just a divorced, lonely bitch who has wasted the good years of her body, the good years of her life, being something that she's not. Now you want another nigga to accept you for who you are and to build a life with you all over again. Why? Why do that to yourself? Why not enjoy the prime of your life, maximizing the primeness of your life? I'm going to maximize me being in my prime. I'm going to run the table. I'm going to win all the games. I'm going to play my best game, my best basketball. I'm not going to wait till I'm old as shit to try to play the game that I really was meant to play and to be who I really was supposed to be. Why? Why not be that person in my 20s and in my 30s and in my 40s? Instead of just being a big booty bitch, instead of just being a bitch who go to the nigga that buy the most red bottles and got the most money to give me the most motherfucking Chanel bags so I can stunt in front of my friends who ain't got what I got. So I can go and try to be around a bunch of other bitches who I really don't give a fuck who they are, what they got, but I want to stunt. So I can drive the Range Rover. So I can drive the Jaguar. So I can drive the Maserati. Then when I get 40, I realize that shit really don't mean nothing. And I should have been who I was in the beginning. Because that is what truly makes me happy. Yes, it's okay to want things, to want to have a nice life, to be able to buy the things that you want, to live in a big house. Yes, it should be a part of your goal. But you know what, women? You need to be preparing to get that shit yourself. You need to be doing that for yourself.
Whereas most women are just like, you know, okay, I got the goal and this was it. This is my dream wedding that I got and I can just be myself. So we think in the terms of like, why would we want to do this to our partner? Because we wouldn't want it done to us because you work so hard.
I'm not doing that.
You have your own show, girl. So you like...
I'm not surprised that people, that there are less relationships. I'm not condoning it. I think it's crazy, but I think it's the value system. I think people like situationships. They like
entertainment correspondent. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck is an entertainment correspondent? I don't know. But do you see the expectations that there? I'm not really surprised that there ain't no relationships. There ain't no. Do you realize that you would have so much more in life if you were with somebody and you guys did pool your resources together? If you guys were building something together? It's just the problem comes in is that you choose people, or we tend to choose people that aren't the best fit for us to try to build a life with. And then when the building ain't standing right, we got to tear the shit down and start the fuck all over. A gossip columnist, that's what she is? Oh, okay.
And up, they like one night stands. They just don't want to be monogamous. So I'm not surprised or condoning it. I'm just sitting from the outside looking in like, and then sometimes I think I used to not to say that this is me, but I think I used to like want to be in a relationship, and they say it's dangerous to be by yourself too long because you see how peaceful it is. And then you hear what everybody else is going through, and you're like, I don't want to go through that.
So you then settle for less.
Right. And then you can play the game too. So relationships until you're ready. But they're not dead. They're not dead. But I'm not surprised that
monogamous relationships are dead.
Monogamous relationships.
Because people have relationships. Because people and everybody's talking about, I need a relationship. I want a relationship. I want to be with somebody. I want to be with somebody. But they just don't want to necessarily be with somebody, for a long time. So I'm not opposed to that. Maybe we just need to redefine what a relationship is and what our end goal is. Maybe the end goal isn't marriage. Maybe the end goal is just joy.
Do y'all want to get married?
Happy.
Yes.
Have you noticed that the woman who was shown to be bitter in the beginning, who's done the most talking, seems to be the least forward-thinking out of the four? This woman right here with the braids, she's at least open to doing something to where she can be with somebody. the other one, the entertainment correspondent, she at least appears to be married. I saw a ring on her finger. And then you got Claudia. And then you got the other one there who's full of shit and who's playing all these fucking games by herself like a motherfucker and bitter.
Marriage if he's richer than me. If he's not, no.
I did originally, so I think I still kind of, if it happens.
You were married before?
No, I think I wanted to get married originally, so now I'm kind of like, if it happens, if God taps me on the shoulder and said, that's you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think
God would have to beat me upside the head. Yeah. God would have to be like, yeah, girl, it's time. You got
So she got on a lie ring. Let me make sure I heard that right.
If it happens.
Technology messed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's talking about, I need a relationship. I want a relationship. I want to be with somebody. I want to be with somebody. But they just don't want to necessarily be with somebody, somebody for a long time. So I'm not opposed to that. Maybe we just need to redefine what a relationship is and what our end goal is. Maybe the end goal isn't marriage. Maybe the end goal is just joy.
Do y'all want to get married?
Happy.
Yes.
Marriage?
Marriage if he's richer than me. If he's not, no.
You hear that?
I did originally, so I think I still kind of, if it happens.
Oh, no, she ain't married. She got on a lie
No,
ring.
I think I wanted to get married originally, so now I'm kind of like, if it happens, if God taps me on the shoulder and said, that's you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think
God would have to beat me upside the head. Yeah. God would have to be like, yeah, girl, it's time. You got to get married.
If it happens.
Technology messed up relationships because nowadays you can see relationships like Sierra just all played out. And you also, back when I grew up, it was a couple of good-looking people in your town, and two good-looking people got together, and two ugly people got together, and two mediocre people got together, and they just accepted their life. But nowadays, you could be like, ooh, I don't got to look at your ugly ass every day for the rest of my life. Somebody else wants me. Because now you, in social media world and dating world, you have access to 1 billion people. You can literally, I've been chatting with somebody that lives in London. Because I can.
That's right. We have an.
And she still ain't married. She still ain't married. I'm just saying, if she had all of the, and this is why I this is my other thing about the whole presentation part. Black women, stop presenting yourselves like you are the hottest shit on earth and everybody is beating your doors down, trying to not fuck you, but to marry you and to wife you up. That is not the case. Stop being like that. I don't know why y'all think that. Well, it don't matter why y'all think that way, but you can clearly see the shit ain't working. Because if you did have somebody who was trying to wife you up, who had money and wanted to pick you and be with you, you sure the fuck would be with that person. You showing the fuck would. You take your purple lipstick, veneer teeth, short wig, hair wearing ass right along with a rich motherfucker, white, black, pink, blue, purple, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever, that wanted your ass. Because if he hit the check boxes that you said before, got money, and he know it, take it out of his pocket, then show it, then throw it this away and that away, you be right there. Because that was the biggest thing you talked about. So if you had a motherfucker that really just wanted to marry you and spend all his money on your ass, you would do it. The problem is you don't. The other heavyset chick, the fat woman that's up there, she seems to be okay, but she's sitting there talking about, if somebody, God say, that's him, then that's what I'm going to do. If God tapped me on the shoulder and say, yeah, that's you, go ahead. That's an unrealistic approach. It's your presentation. If you a gossip artist or whatever, a gossip columnist or whatever the case may be, that means you just talking shit. Put yourself in a position that you really want to be in so that you can actually meet somebody that gives a fuck and actually will mean you some type of earthly good, as opposed to just being a bitch out here trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep your Facebook and your Instagram popping, and all these niggas ain't doing shit but hitting your DM to give you some dick. That's it. I'm in your DM to give you some D. That shit don't work. It don't last long. Well, it do, but it don't. it ain't gonna give you what you really want, where you're trying to go. Because as you can see with all of these women, they ain't no spring chickens. Time is a ticking. Time keeps on slipping into the future. But so many women are in this situation to where they wind up just being old hoes because they don't want to do the work to change who they are. They're so comfortable in their dysfunction. They double down on it and don't change, and then wind up being the old bitch at the tavern or at the lounge that got their own seat that everybody know not to sit in her seat, cause Marlene's seat, Marlene will cut you. She'll cut your ass out if you sitting in her seat when she come in. And all she do is sit in her seat, drink the same fucking drink, and fuck all of the new niggas that now come to the lounge and don't know it yet. They take turns and they just fucking and just keep on going in that circle. That's what she becomes. Or you wind up being a bitch that puts on a show and puts on a mask with a ain't shit nigga that treats you like shit, and you know deep down in your heart of hearts that you done settle for an ain't shit nigga just for the fact and for the point of settling down to say you got a nigga.
Audience question from a fella. What's your name and what's your comment or question?
How you doing, ladies? My name is Phil Coburn. I'm from Philadelphia.
Hello. Okay, I could get married.
Hey, look, I'm here. I'm chilling. So
now, wouldn't these women that get all these niggas beating down their doors and they just like, yeah, I got options, they wouldn't be studying this nigga. All three of them bitches choosing right now. Except for Claudia. She the only one. Because she like, yeah, okay, nigga. You hit my show. Them other three, yeah, all smiling. Yeah, hey, whatever your name is, how you doing? Yeah. Mm-hmm. All choosing.
by the way, you all look beautiful today.
Thank you.
And there's the simp card.
Oh, he a ladies' man. Right there tomorrow. He's gonna get right now.
To you, but you see that.
But I do agree with you say, me personally, I think that it's a harder time for good women to find good men in this world today. And I think it's technology. I think it's, just not enough old school things going on.
Are you old school?
I'm old school.
How old are you?
22.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a product specialist. Okay. So
you're
I'm a trainer.
A specialist at placing your products?
Hey, look. Anything you need, I got you.
I'm trying to find out for y'all.
I got you. But
I don't even know what you just said. I was just looking at you. What did you say?
Girl, all I heard was dick.
Dick is a product. Come on. What would you say now about people being old school and new school? What? Old school. He's got products.
A little something.
No one paid attention.
Valentine's Day.
Stuck on
that. Big print. Okay, I'm going to keep my eye.
Oh, damn.
But
sexual
my
harassment. Sexual harassment.
Girl, don't hashtag me too.
But no, my mom and dad taught me, do the old school way. So what do you think is the reason why, a lot of black dudes in general don't find good women?
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
So what has been your experience, though, with it?
I had a, hard relationship, and it kind of messed up my trust a little bit. So, ever since then,
So you were hurt before?
I was.
Right.
I was.
And are you like hesitant to go into another relationship because of it?
I am because of that.
Mm-hmm.
This super simp ass nigga, I can't take no more. This nigga 22. What the fuck is a product specialist? What the fuck is a product specialist? Somebody please. Matter of fact, I'm even willing to just Google a product specialist. Google, what is a product specialist? What the fuck is a product specialist? A product specialist. A product specialist monitors all aspects of a product life cycle, including long and short-term development and marketing, stays abreast of trends in the marketplace to ensure the product's competitive position. Additionally, product specialist typically reports to a manager. And guess what? Product specialist job description on salary.com. Let's see what is the salary of a product specialist. I hope that they have it. I hope they show it somewhere. I don't see it. God damn it. Oh, wait, there's salary. Let's click on that. And see, and my thing is this. I'm calling this shit out because it's fuck shit, even though it's a brother that's doing it. Niggas, you presenting yourself on some bullshit. This shit ain't popping up. What the fuck? Let me go back. Let's see if I can get the salary. What is a product specialist salary? Here we go. You know, $57,000. So the national average for a product specialist salary is $57,449. Now here's my thing. Why would you try to, and I'm going to get to the ladies first. I'm going to get to the ladies in a second. But why would you 22 years old, bro. Why would you try to present yourself like you something that you not? Like you a motherfucker, like you talking like you a motherfucking fucking engineer, some shit like that, or you some type of motherfucking, server administrator or networking admin or some shit like that, and you really just out, motherfucker, you ain't gonna be a product specialist probably 2 to 4 years from now. You gonna probably be something else. Right, motherfucker offering samples at a Costco or some shit like that. We don't even know what the fuck a product specialist does. Stays abreast of trends in the marketplace to ensure the product's competitive position. Motherfucker, you checking the price of the shit to make sure it's being sold at the right price? Hey, now you see that they done lowered the price of the Nerf footballs down to $8.79 instead of $9.29. Just letting you know, boss. Come on, man. Come on, man. He started out wrong talking about, I just want to say that all the ladies up here, all of y'all are beautiful on tonight. You didn't have to say that shit, man. Let me give you some game. How you doing, ladies? And if he was interested in one of those ladies, nigga, call that shit out. Whether if you want to shoot your shot at Claudia, I get it. Nigga, shoot your shot at Claudia. Knowing damn well he ain't gonna date that big chick. Knowing damn well he ain't gonna date them old bitches neither. That nigga 22, and if he do, he ain't trying to do nothing but fuck for some money. Dropping dick off to get some bread. And then, what did the hoe on the stage do? She instantly went into, all I heard was dick, 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 dick. And I'm quite sure that's why you going to Dubai to get dick and shit put on. You.
But no, my mom and dad taught me, do the old school way. So what do you think is the reason why, a lot of black dudes in general don't find good women?
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
So what has been your experience, though, with it?
And why would you ask that question and you're a black dude? You see how he full of shit? He don't know what the fuck he's saying his damn self. That's just like me getting on a show and saying, so why do y'all ladies feel that it's so hard for a black man to find a good black woman? Nigga, ain't you a black man? You would think he would say, here's my problem with my experience with black women. Can you all tell me why the fuck you fuck my cousin while you was with me? You would be talking from your own experience then, as opposed to, well, my mom and daddy taught me to, do the right thing and to be a good man. And man, that's a bunch of fucking fluff. Simping 101. You exactly right, Left Third.
I had a, hard relationship. So
what the fuck does that mean? I had a hard relationship.
Kind of messed up my trust a little bit. So, ever since then,
So you were hurt before?
I was.
All right.
I was.
And are you like hesitant to go into another relationship because of it?
I am because of that. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm dating right now to see what I like again, what I want to, put my whole self to again. Mm-hmm. So, because once that happened, it was just hard for me since then. So
that's most women, like every
playing the fucking sympathy card. Unbelievable, man. You too young to be doing that shit, bro. You 22, man. You supposed to be out there trying to find out who you are and dating and all that shit. That's all fine and dandy. You don't have to try to make it seem like, well, you know, I was hurt before. And motherfucker, come on, man. You don't have to try to do that to try to get sympathy pussy. That's all that was, right? He putting the simp in sympathy. Jesus Christ. Man. He could have got the same response out of them women and got the same level of attention out of them women, if not more, had he been up there and been like, hey, yeah, I'm out here dating, and one of the things I'm finding out when I'm dating is that women is full of shit. He could have did the same thing and got the same motherfucking energy that he getting from them now. Because what did they want? All they was looking at, he 22, his dick stay hard, and that's all I want. Dick, 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 dick. I'm looking at the dick print. I'm thinking about the dick. I didn't hear what he said, girl. I was just looking. What did he say? Hey, girl, what did he say? I don't know. I wasn't listening. I was just looking. All they was trying to do was fuck anyway. And this is why black men and black women are in the type of relationships that they're in. Because every last one of them bitches would date this nigga and it would be a bunch of bullshit. A young nigga who really don't want to motherfucking settle the fuck down. He just trying to fuck. And you got some old bitches who just really want dick. Which takes us back to our initial thing of just saying all we good for is fucking each other. We either fucking each other, fucking over each other, fighting each other, or fucking up each other. That's it. All that other shit was bullshit. They don't know how to actually have a relationship. So all they do is what they are around. Let's get together and let's fuck. All right, now we done fuck. Now what we gonna do? Fuck somebody else? Oh, okay, cool. Now what we gonna do? Fuck each other again? Okay, yeah, that's good. Then I'm pregnant, and you need to step up and be a man. At 22.
Women have that story more.
I mean, yeah. A lot of us, like, honestly, like, I think it's more devastating to men because I don't know if it happens as much. But I feel like every summer I'm hearing from my friends, everyone's kind of going through the same thing, you know? But I hope that doesn't make you, like, hold that against the next relationship.
No, it doesn't necessarily make me bitter, but it does stop me from giving her my all. So, you know, if she shows me that she's somebody that, you know, I can give my all to, I'll write her letters, give her flowers, stuff like that. But it's just hard putting my all into it again.
It's worth it, though. You're 22 years old. You're just beginning. You know, it's the beginning of the journey. Like, I hope that you can get past that because most people have been through it 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's going to happen a few more times. Trust me, the longer you're on this earth, the more you're going to be around to be disappointed by people. And that last girl, do not let her have power in the next relationship. You might miss your wife being like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And your wife might be over here.
Look, it just might be, you know.
First of all, let me give you some advice, young man. You 22, bro. And I hope that this gets to him. You 22, bro. You shouldn't be trying to settle down. You shouldn't be trying to get married. You shouldn't be trying to be with one woman. What you should be trying to do is trying to make you some fucking money and establish your fucking career because you're not going to be a professional fucking product specialist. That's what a 22-year-old man should be focused on. Establishing your career, your business, your whatever the fuck you're going to do, that's what you should be doing at 22, man. And click the like button, y'all, while everybody watching this. We got 287 people watching. Click that like button. Let's get up to about 300-400. That's what you should be doing, young man. Establishing yourself, saving your money, investing your money, and getting yourself in a position to where you can not only take care of yourself, but you will be able to take care of your children, being able to have assets, and being able to actually, when you are ready to build a family, you can take care of your wife. That's what you should be doing. You don't want to be 22 trying to get up with some old hoes and start and talking about you gonna find a wife at 22. I tell this all the time to young people. When you talking about building a life, getting married, you shouldn't even begin to consider that until you're about 26, 27, 28 years old. You should be in your late 20s when you start to think about settling down and getting married. Because by the time you 28, you out of school. If you done went to college and everything, you're not only out of school, but you actually, or should be actually, just starting to, or at least be a few years in to working into the field that you went to school for. So if I go to school to be a lawyer or a doctor or a pediatrician, whatever the fuck I'm going to school for, I should be done with that by the time I'm about maybe 24. Unless I'm gonna be a doctor or some shit, then I'm gonna have to go to about 26. I think it's 26, right? Yeah. But then once I do that and I get out of school, I want to start working in the field that I want to have a career in. And then I want to start living my life, finding out who I am as a single man or as a single woman. Thank you, CJ. I want to go travel, see the world, do shit. I don't want to have to come home and be on a fucking curfew and all that kind of shit. I want to be able to go and sleep with who I want to sleep with, be where I want to be, go where I want to go, don't answer to nobody, and I ain't sitting at home writing letters. That's why your ass got hurt, because you was being a fucking simp writing letters while some other thug-ass nigga was dicking down your motherfucking woman. Some other nigga, and not to say you need to be a thug, nigga, not to say that, but you need to be out living your life and establishing yourself so that you have some shit that a bitch ain't gonna want to cheat on with. Girl, that nigga got his own motherfucking house. That nigga has his own car. That nigga's working a job. He making 6 figures. I fucked around and saw this nigga bank statement. The nigga got 20 grand saved in the bank. In his savings. He got 20 racks in his savings already. That's what you need to be doing. As opposed to, I'm trying to find Mrs. Right and I'm 22. Because who you are at 22, you're not going to be that same person at 25, bro. You won't be that same person at 27. You're going to evolve. You're going to change. And you don't need a baby or a wife to go along for that ride, because it's going to be unfair to you and, most importantly, unfair to them. We get married and we have children too goddamn young in this day and age. We just do. And she's steady trying to hook your young ass up because all them old assholes sitting up there doing is thinking about one thing. Dick, 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 dick. That's it. They not thinking about, well, what does the product specialist do? Or what exactly does, they didn't even think to ask, what is that? That nigga could have told them, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm a flux capacitor inspector. Them bitches didn't even think to ask that. They didn't even think to ask that. They heard some shit and didn't even think to ask what it was that this motherfucker did. Because they so busy thinking about that nigga's dick. I wonder how big it is. I wonder if he can fuck good or not. That's what they thinking about first. Now, do men think about that as sexual? Yeah, she got some big titties. I wonder if she got a good head. All right, cool. But we not sitting there saying, I'm looking at the pussy print. I'm trying to see what that mouth do. That's all. Are we sexual beings, sexual creatures? Are we attracted to each other? Absolutely. But that shouldn't be at the forefront of our mind. And it tends to be that way because we are so oversexed. First thing on the table. shoe size, dick print. On what he do? Shit, I don't know.
I see y'all. Most definitely. Thank you.
I'm gonna buy you some Jordans.
Hey, look, you know, we go hoop.
This isn't for me. It's for my panel. What's your Instagram?
Phil Cobra 2.
We gotta get you a
So
girlfriend.
Phil Cobra Jr. Yeah.
And she steady facilitating the shit. She like, I'm gonna buy you some Jordans. He should have been like, I don't need no Jordans. I got them all. That's what you want to be able to say. Well, ain't no woman trying to entice you by buying you shit, because that's all old hoes do. They try to make it seem like they ain't trying to fuck when that's all they really want to do is fuck, and they will buy you shit to keep your dick. That's it. Because in the meantime, young man, while you fucking and fucking the shit out these old hoes, you gonna see some young bitches that you gonna want to fuck. That's what's gonna happen. And you ain't gonna be with that old motherfucker in the first place. No matter how many pairs of Jordans she buy you, you gonna go fuck you a young motherfucking girl that's your age. Because you got more in common with that motherfucker.
Y'all got it. You got it.
Mentally,
Thanks
I
for times. We ain't shit for that just now. That was an awful display of toxic femininity, ladies.
Was it? It was admiration.
Admiration.
For the black male frame.
What would you say?
And that is, and you talking about motherfuckers that's supposed to be so sought after because they're so awesome. Desperate, thirsty bitches. The thirst always wins. And I guarantee you that one of them bitches done hit that nigga DM, or he done hit one of their DMs, which I get it why he would do it, because he trying to come up. But I bet you one of them motherfuckers done hit that DM. Probably Big Mama right here. And the comedian. Yeah.
Say to men out there that have, in the same position as him, have been hurt. I mean, it seems like everyone's mad at each other, right? Men are like, oh, bitches ain't shit, because that one girl hurt my feelings in 8th grade. And women, it's true, y'all don't be getting over shit. Like, seriously, it'd be like, oh, in 1982.
Now, I will admit this. I didn't watch it this far. But there it is. I did not watch it this far. All this shit from that question, all this shit, a couple minutes actually before the question. But until then, I ain't seen this. But she brought it up.
I'm like, wait, what?
You were born in 87. What the hell? In my daddy's balls.
We've got to stop. It seems like, we all kind of want the same things.
Yes.
Right? And, like, it's good to hear from a man saying that, because I think we all, at the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved. But, like, what are we doing wrong? It seems like, we're doing things to push them away. They're doing things to hurt our feelings.
We're not communicating, and we're not forgiving, and we're not going to therapy when we need to, and we're getting in relationships long before we should. It's like,
I'm going to say this about the lady with the braids. She's probably the smartest one out of the three, and she seems to be the one who is actually worth a fuck, who got some shit to offer. She seems to be level-headed. She seems to be, for the most part, open, willing to compromise, and like really understands the fact that she's an older woman, understands the fact that, hey, her way ain't been working, and she needs to open herself up to something different. I will give her credit for that shit.
I think, you learn about yourself through relationships as you get older and things like that, but I think people want to a lot of my friends actually, hop in relationships and they're constantly in relationships, but not actually evaluating what's going on with themselves and being okay. Like we were talking earlier, you said being alone for too long, you might get a little too comfortable, but it's great to be alone and discover yourself and find out what you actually like and what you're doing, and not let that be informed constantly by constantly being with somebody all the time. I myself had to learn that just a few years ago, because I was constantly in relationships, and it was just like, it didn't go anywhere. It was great for what it was, but there was a reason that it didn't go anywhere. It's because I hadn't discovered some things about myself and really sat with myself. Right. And I think that if you can do that, you forgive what happened and what was bad about the past, and you understand what your role was in what bad happened to you.
Boom! She basically, out of all, and I called it. There it is. Like I said in the beginning, women have all this fuck shit that they have not worked through, And they got these bags packed for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of fuck shit that they got packed with that they've never worked through. They've only covered up, packed more shit on top of it, and hauled it around. Then they get with a motherfucker and want to not only unpack it all, but they want this nigga to figure it out and to work through it with them for the rest of their lives together at 40. And what she just said, like, man, I need to realize that it's some shit I need to do. It's some work I need to do on myself. I need to go to therapy, whatever the case may be, so that I can be the best version of myself when I do present myself. When I behave the way that I behave, I need to be behaving as the best version, in the best version of myself. And I need to have the attitude that is the best attitude that I can possibly have. Wow. What a way to wrap that up and put a bow on it. Your attitude, the way you behave, and last but definitely not least, your presentation. That's what matters. That's what's going to get you your husband, your man, regardless of what color he is, regardless of where he at. That's what gets you there. And if you ain't willing to change, which is how most black women are, they don't want to change the fuck behavior, the fuck type attitude, and the fucked up presentations that they have, which is why they stay in the same dysfunctional, fucked up, halfway, half-ass lives that they have now. Be willing to hold yourself accountable and responsible for the shit that has happened and for what you want to become. And that's where your change begins. And you do the work. It ain't everybody else's fault. You a grown-ass woman. Even though your mama might have did some fuck shit to you, your daddy might have did some fuck shit to you, your uncle might have fucked you, your cousin might have fucked, I get it. Go and get some help and work through that shit. Because what happened to you at 14, you should have been and worked through that shit by the time you 40. Not told everybody about it and ain't went and saw a professional, but actually worked through it. Strive to be a better you every day. And that don't include you being in the bathroom of a restaurant, posing, taking selfies to put on Instagram every day, putting yourself out there. Strive to change and be better. Start figuring out, women, when you get in bad relationships, men, when you in bad relationships and the shit ain't working out or the shit didn't work out, say, hey, what can I do to be a better me? To where I'm not attracting that type of motherfucker, and to where when I see that type of motherfucker coming, I can go the other way. What did I miss? Why did I attract that to my life? Why was I okay when the first time he or she did some fuck shit? Why was I okay with that? That's how you get better. That's how you get in a better position. One of the things I loved about The Last Dance, that's the documentary about the Chicago Bulls, the 2-3-peats. Hell yeah. Shout out to MJ and them boys. When them dudes lost to Detroit, when they had that, man, we thought we was going to do it this year, we got beat. You know what they did? They didn't go say, yeah, the NBA and the referees and then the Detroit Pistons, y'all the reason why we didn't get there. They said, you know what? These dudes beat our asses, literally. What we gonna do? We gonna start to give our pain too. We gonna strengthen ourselves. We gonna change us. Fuck what they doing. Change you first. Because the change that you bring about in yourself will not only make you better and a better version of yourself, but it will actually inspire somebody else to do the same. When people see you do something and they see the results of what you did, they will be inspired to do it too. They will see it can be done. Sometimes you just got to see another motherfucker do something to even consider the fact that you could do it. Because everybody don't have a daddy at home. Everybody don't have a positive parent in the household or two-parent household. But as adults, start making better decisions and stop doing everything your parents did that was wrong and start doing shit that's right. You learn two ways: what to do and what not to do based on the motherfuckers that surround you. That's what you do. That's how you get to where you're really trying to go. That's called growth, progress. And every day that you live, every day that you draw breath, every moment that you are alive, that is your opportunity to grow. That's your opportunity to change. Remember, if you're not changing, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're not living. And if you're not living, you are dying. And that's all I have to say about that. Let me go ahead and read these donations and we're going to get on up out of here, y'all. This is a good show. I'm glad I was able to do this on tonight with y'all. I'm glad y'all came and y'all showed up. Click that like button, please. I appreciate it. Let me give a shout out to my man. Let's see here. Let me give a shout out to, who was that? Why did it go away? Oh, my man, Angry Man, hit your boy off with $5. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. That's what's up. Let me go on over here to the PayPal. If you still are watching the show on the replay or watching it live now, click the link in the description box and send a donation to your boy. That's what's up. Mr. Hold on, let me make sure I say the name. I don't make sure I can say it. I don't want to say it and not say it. Yeah, let me do this. All right, check this out. My man, Mr. Cooper says, Dewani Cooper says, I will be watching that hype spin Last Dance on the Chicago Bulls that you're going to do. I am on alert, nigga. I love both teams, but give my Pistons credit for making Jordan hard, NBA hard, playing in the 90s and revolutionizing the NBA Detroit basketball near Midwest. Boy, Jordan good, but a crybaby, crazy nigga though that can play. Boy, you know what? I'm doing this show. I'm just saying. I'm gonna do it. I don't even trip. I'm gonna say that shit. And your ass better be there on that show too. I might even do it as a call in. All right. Also to my man Francois. Hit your boy off with $20 as well. Thank you so much, man. And my man Dewani hit your boy off with $1. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, y'all can still donate on the replay. Click the link in the description box and send it to the PayPal or send it to the Young Cash app. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab. And I hope that these ladies and that brother get to see this and can take at least one thing from my commentary. Y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Peace. And I am out. Yeah, buddy. Oh, yes. Thank you. Make sure you sub to the channel. We had almost 300 people in here. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button if this is your first time watching it. I got plenty of other good shit going on the channel all the time. I will see y'all next time. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to all my mods. Shout out to y'all. Salute to everybody from Soto Nation. And last but not least, I will always pay homage to my brother, TJ Sotomayor. My man, Tommy. Thank you, bro. Have a good night. I love y'all. Peace, and I'm out. Hey, here I am, and there I